Finishing up section 1.5 here, a robot submarine dives 308 feet to the ocean floor. It rises 215 feet as the water gets shallower. Then the submarine dives 2,619 feet into a deep crevice. Next, it rises 734 feet to photograph a crack in the wall of the crevice. What is the location of the crack in relation to sea level? Again, the submarine starts at sea level. Then it dives, which means we're going to subtract 803 feet to the ocean floor. It rises, so it goes back up 215 feet as the water gets shallower. Then it dives, so we subtract 2619. It rises 734. We want to know, where is it at now? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of subtraction. On the last one, we did one step at a time. We just did according to PEMDAS. But we can use our properties here to commute this a little bit too and find more things that go together that are similar. So if I change it to adding the opposite and adding the opposite here, then I have 0 plus negative 803 plus 215 plus negative 2619 plus 734. And I can commute this so that my two negative numbers go together. I'm going to move those to the end. And then my positive numbers and 0 go together, and I'm going to move those all to the beginning. So I'm going to have 0 plus 215 plus 734. Then I'm going to have plus negative 803 plus negative 2619. And you don't have to do this commuting and associating and things like that if you don't want to. We can just go down the line like we did before. But here, this is going to let me take my positive numbers together and my negative numbers together. And as long as our signs are the same, we know that we're going to be able to add those up. So here I have the same signs on all of these, so I can go ahead and add them up right away. Take 215 and 734. And when I do that, I'm going to get 949. I can do that the same on the right side here. Since they're both negative, I have the same signs. So I'm going to find the sum. I'm going to add those up. And again, it's just our number parts. So I'm going to take 803 plus 2619. And here I'm going to get 3,422. Keep in mind, though, that because our signs were negative here, this is negative. So now I can add these two up. I can take my positive values plus my negative values. And now I have a positive and a negative, so I have different signs. I'm going to find the difference. And now I'm finally going to subtract. So I take my absolute values, just my number parts. And because my signs are different, I'm finding the difference and I subtract. And when I do that, I'm going to get 2473. And because 3422 was negative, so will this answer be. And this is feet. Or you could say 2,473 feet below sea level. And again, we could have just gone straight down the line because PEMDAS says that we can add and subtract at the same time from left to right. And that's what we did at the example 4. But here in this got it problem, I tried just grouping it a little bit different and associating and commuting things so that it's a little bit easier to put all of our same signs together and we only have to subtract once at the end. Quick recap here. Any real numbers can be added or subtracted using a number line model or using rules involving absolute value. Subtracting a real number is equivalent to adding its opposite. And that's all I have for section 1.5.